beautiful.
That is really pretty.
You know, doing YouTube part-time can be quite a challenge. Case in point is me not uploading a video in over 4 months because I was trying, and eventually succeeding, to graduate college. Now that I have my degree and have secured a full-time job, I hope to have more free time to work on videos. As counterintuitive as that may seem, you know, because jobs typically don't have homework after all. So to celebrate all these life events, here I'm finally getting back into the swing of things, and to celebrate, this video will feature my girlfriend Maria for the very first time. In this episode of Waterfall Wanderer, we set out to find Cochrane Falls, which is the second tallest waterfall in Georgia and the 5th tallest in the southeast. We hopped in my truck Travis, punched it in the GPS, grabbed some coffee along the way, and just like that, we found ourselves traversing beautiful fire roads along up the sides of the Appalachian Mountains in the middle of nowhere. We drove and drove until we started to think that perhaps we've made a mistake.
Here's the thing. You know, I've used this book before, and you'd think I'd learn by now. Wow, that is beautiful out there.
I continue.
So you'd think I'd learn by now that you have to read the thing fully before you go here. Well, I just put this friggin' thing in the GPS, and we're on, I don't even know, we're on the top of some mountain. The book says we're supposed to have forded 2 creeks, and we haven't seen a single creek to ford yet. We passed some campsites. We're in the middle of the sticks.
And go down some roads that we didn't go down.
Yeah, so,
Our theory is that we're accidentally driving to the top of the falls instead of hiking up there.
that is a working theory. However, I will let you know when we get to the end of this road, because I don't know where we are.
We drove for a bit longer until we examined our current route with more scrutiny.
Okay, so we looked it up on the map. You know, I'm always up for an adventure. You know, we can say, ooh, let's just see where this road goes. We'd be on this road probably for another 3 hours. We'd really like to hike, at least see a waterfall. This is a waterfall wanderer, not back road driver. I could do better. We'll workshop that. Look, we made it. There it is. 600 feet. Wow.
We scrambled to find another waterfall hike to attempt, which led us to the Black Falls of the Etowah, which is located on U.S. Army Camp Frank D. Merrill. That's right, these falls are on an Army Ranger training facility.
Okay, so we finally got here after, well, this is not our original destination, was it?
No.
We were gonna go somewhere else, but we're finally at a waterfall, and we got like, what, a mile? It's like a mile hike, and we got like an hour of daylight, so let's get at it. It was hard to find.
Wow, you're so talented.
Thank you so much, thank you. It's for all of you out there.
In the book, Jim Parham talks about the caveats for hiking this trail, so if you attempt this trail, make sure you check with the guardhouse first, and do not touch anything. The drive to the camp winds through dirt roads in the Bull Mountain wilderness and is an enjoyable experience. The trail begins with a descent from the road alongside some of the training grounds. After a very short walk, you end up alongside the Etowah River, from which these falls get their name. The book recommends fording the river for your best view, and I can attest to this being the case.
So over there is
Ranger.
that's their training field.
Yeah.
And they've got like a tower.
That's where we're gonna finish. It says to go across the training field, but do not get under the equipment. It says it very clearly in here.
Up the river, though, is a paved section that is easy to traverse while fording. Not far down the river is the top of the lower falls, which were a great introduction to these falls, featuring dry rock and fallen tree bridge, which Maria would not join me on.
Okay, so I'm sitting on a log right here, overlooking this. Maria did not want to come. She's over there. So yeah, this is where I'm sitting. Woo! It's probably like 10 feet down right here, but there's a good plunge over there, and we're gonna go see the plunge pool, if assuming I can stand up here without falling in. Yeah! So yeah, see the plunge pool right there?
Yeah.
There's like probably a 20-foot drop. We're gonna go jump off that.
Yeah, definitely.
The plunge pool at the bottom of these falls doesn't have good access trail-wise, so it requires a little off-trail maneuvering to reach.
Are you confident we can make it down there?
No.
We got it. You're fine. Well, we made it. Was it worth it?
Yes, but
See?
I almost died.
Oh, you did not. There's 2 falls on this one, and the second one is where we're gonna taste the water.
Wait. It says that it's excellent. Would you agree?
Yes. The entire thing, especially with the tree, the tree makes it excellent for me.
What about without a tree?
It's still
Like
excellent.
if it was just what I saw.
So it's excellent, but the tree makes it excellent plus. You know, it's like, it's still the same grade. But
Herb?
no, I think his next one is spectacular.
No, I know, but I'm asking.
Okay, all right.
It's not quite spectacular. It's superb.
Yes.
We then ascended the river and walked across the training grounds, which was an excellent addition to this unorthodox hike. The upper falls are adjacent to the rappelling wall, which was blown out of the side of the hill with explosives, making for quite the sight. There is a wooden bridge made from a fallen tree at the base of the falls with a rope handrail for easy access across it.
It's accessible right here. Got a handrail. It's an army special right there. Oh yeah.
That is beautiful.
That is really pretty.
The upper falls, in my opinion, are more scenic, however the lower falls are more accessible to interact with. From there, you simply take the road back to the small parking lot. This is a very short hike, but given the time we had after our navigational blunder, I would say it was perfect for our situation. Now to plug the Black Falls of the Etowah into the water scale. As for size, the waterfalls are similar here, although one is more tiered than the other. The lower falls are a 7 out of 10, and the upper falls being an 8 out of 10. The important thing to note here is that the lower falls are more of a tiered sluice, which makes them look smaller than the single large drop from the upper falls. As for waterfall appearance, I give both falls an 8 out of 10, although in different ways. See, the lower falls were very interesting as they wove throughout the forest, whereas the upper falls were pretty, simply as a single drop waterfall. Waterfall Taste gets an above average 8 out of 10, as these falls were quite high up on the river, yielding a very refreshing water even through the filter.
That's actually really nice.
Really?
Yeah, that's probably the best water I've had. Clean, isn't it?
Yeah. It was going at the bottom.
Oh my gosh. Didn't even get it in my mouth.
Try!
Trail quality is an interesting one for this hike, as for most of the area, well, there really isn't a trail. You walk one for a bit coming from the parking lot and down the river, but the rest of it is open on the training facility. For its sheer uniqueness though, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. The hike again was quite unique but very short. At under a mile to see both falls, this is a very short hike. Again though, for the uniqueness, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, how many waterfall hikes are on a military base? Facilities gets a solid 2 out of 10 for me here because the only facility is the small area to park. If you need a bathroom or anything other than the woods, you're out of luck here as the facilities are off limits to the general public. The area around the falls will be hard for me to be unbiased about since this hike is close to my stomping grounds outside of Dahlonega. There is an Imba Epic mountain biking trail near it, downtown Dahlonega, wineries, fishing spots, hiking trails, abandoned mines and caves, and a plethora of other attractions that are near and dear to my heart. However, objectively, I will give the area a 9 out of 10. Finally, accessibility gets a 4 out of 10 as the hike is on a ranger camp, which can lead to complications accessing it if it's being used for training, and to see the falls from the best area you need to cross a log over a river, although it does have a rope to hold on to, and potential wet river crossing depending on rainfall. So in total, the Black Falls of the Etowah gets a 6.3 on the water scale, which in comparison to the other falls in this list seems pretty accurate, although subjectively I would highly recommend it as it is an incredibly unique hike. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was entertaining and enticed you to go try this hike or at least one like it near you. Either way, let me know in the comments about what you thought and leave a like or dislike indicative of your level of enjoyment of this video. Hopefully now that I'm finished with homework forever, I'll be able to manage consistent uploads now, so subscribe and stay tuned for more videos coming out this year. Thank you again for watching, and remember, get outdoors, you just might want to stay there.
We gotta finish this off like it began with limbo.
Can you make this one?
Probably not. Hang on, I got it.
Can you take the backpack off? Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm not very good at the limbo.